Right, it's Comedians Questions with who?
Thomas Hancock
From?
Leicester.
And what kind of comedy do you perform, Thomas?
I really had to think where I was from there. I was literally just
Okay, he's out of it, man. Okay.
What kind of comedy?
Yeah.
I don't know if it is comedy. I think I'm just having a breakdown.
Okay.
It's just.
Is it a
prolonged.
controlled breakdown?
I don't know if it's always controlled. I'm not sure I've got control of anything I'm doing. Actually, I'm wearing this jacket.
It's a beautiful jacket. I like it. Where did you get this jacket from?
It's a hell of a jacket. It's from Las Vegas.
Oh wow!
Okay.
Was it bought or stolen?
It was bought. I've had it for 10 years and I still don't fit in it. So
Looks beautiful. Ever washed it?
No.
Okay, I can. Yeah.
Smell.
You're not covering the lens, are you? There.
No.
Tree, is it looking good? We're getting some weird angles.
Yeah, but the height difference maybe, yeah?
Is that why it's slanted?
Yeah.
We'll watch the footage back later. So, what drew you to comedy?
What drew me to comedy? Oh, that's a good question. I've always been into comedy. That's what everyone says, isn't it? And then I just wanted to try it, see if I was funny. And
okay.
I don't know if I am or not.
How long have you been going?
Just 2 years, just over. But COVID's ruined that a bit, didn't it?
It did indeed. Were you tempted to go online and start doing the Zoom stuff?
No, because I'm quite I need that audience and interaction. I need to know that they're giving me the laughs. Without it, I just dry up.
Who are your inspirations?
Who are my inspirations? I love James Acaster.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a chap called Ivo Graham.
Okay.
Heard of him? He's really good. I like him. Yeah, I mean, I kind of like their quirkiness and the randomness of James Acaster. I think is what draws me into it.
Do you try to write like James Acaster or?
No, I'm quite weird actually. You know, people are like, oh, I always watch comedy. I try not to watch it, so I don't I always feel like I'm stealing ideas. Do you know what I mean? I wake up and think, oh, that's a really good idea, and I think I've seen it somewhere.
Apparently, no idea is original.
No,
So you might as well stand on the shoulders of giants and copy away, mate.
Bob Dylan said that, didn't he?
Yeah, I believe so. Maybe I said it. I don't know.
You and Bob Dylan, you're up there, aren't you?
I copied him. Okay. What is? Have you got a
I like the way that you stole Bob Dylan's phrase about stealing things.
I didn't know it was him. So, okay. What have you got a process about writing? How do you get into the frame of mood for the comedy?
What's my process? I normally wake up in the middle of the night with an idea
really
formulated and have to write it down in the dark.
Really? So you're laughing to yourself?
And then in the morning I have to try and decipher what it says.
Okay.
And I usually spend about 3 weeks trying to make it make sense.
Okay.
But I've tried sitting down and writing, but I can never concentrate. They normally just.
Hello, we're just doing comedians' questions. Point the camera at Hannah. Point the camera that way.
It's Hannah again.
When you comedians questions, you're entitled to one drink. Get your drink, and then we'll come and join you. Okay. Right.
So yeah, I've tried sitting down and writing, but I just get writer's block, and I tend to find when I think about things least is when I get my ideas.
Okay, so it's usually in dreams that you're getting your ideas.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes, or I think of something, and then I normally I just think that's quite good.
Okay.
And then when I do it, it evolves usually.
Do you try it out in front of other humans, or do you just wait for an open mic slot?
Yeah, no, I've got really good friends who I chat to and we bounce ideas off each other. So Tej Juicy, I don't know if you know her.
Huh?
Tej Juicy.
I've heard of her.
Yeah. So she's someone I do quite a lot with. And
You're doing a show with her, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm doing.
When's your show?
On the 12th of February and the 19th of February at the Kyle. In Leicester, part of the Leicester Comedy Festival. So come down.
Free tickets or?
It's free at the LCB depot. It's £5 for the Kyle.
He's excited about
tickets, and generally tickets are selling.
Are they?
I'm not just saying they're selling to try and get you to buy tickets, but we sold quite a few, which I'm
Good
really surprised about. So I
assume
assume everyone's parents are coming.
Are your parents coming?
No, because my mum said she watched it online. She went, yeah, it's a bit much.
Oh man.
You can lie and say you're going to.
I don't think she wants to listen to her son talking about masturbating, which is probably the
What
problem.
kind of mother is this? That's not true.
Mother.
Remember that for Mother's Day.
Yeah, we'll do. Send her a card of
What's your memory like for your jokes? Have you got quite a strong memory, or are you having to recite it to yourself again and again?
Yeah, I generally, before I do a gig, I just run through it and try and remember it, but I've got really good at, now I've got a structured set,
Good.
I'm better at remembering it.
Okay. Do you
Before
use the
I used to do
memory
the
palace?
whole writing it down.
Have you heard of the memory palace?
No, what's that?
Apparently-
Take me into your palace.
Okay, hello. So what you do is, I think Hannibal Lecter uses this technique. So
Okay.
you have
Famous
different rooms.
comedian.
So you have different rooms. Like the front room's got like this joke. So there's a black cat in there, and in the other room there's a fire. And you go upstairs. There's mother-in-law jokes, which are so popular nowadays. You look it up, man. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I think I have heard of that. But yeah, I don't use that. I don't know. I just seem to remember it.
Do you get nervous?
I always get nervous. I fucking hate it. I still hate doing comedy now. I hate it beyond all belief. People are like, you must love it. No, I hate it. I hate standing up there. I hate trying to make people laugh.
And how do you control these nerves? Have you developed any techniques?
Yeah, just go on stage and have a breakdown. I usually go over it.
You have to see him. It's a very funny breakdown. I've enjoyed his breakdowns, man. They're very, very good. I saw you at the Archie's venue, remember?
That's it, yeah.
And I was admiring your shoes and your coat.
Yeah, I know. Got them both on.
Oh my God! He's got the ring up.
I've worn these shoes every single gig I've done.
Okay. Do you believe in lucky talismans? Do you think they're lucky shoes and a lucky jacket?
No, it's weird. I bought them and I never wore them, and then I did my first gig and I was like, I'm gonna wear my shoes.
Okay.
And I've only ever worn them for gigs.
Okay.
I've got a lot of dot minds, you see. So
if someone stole those shoes, how would you cope with that?
I would have to go and buy some more.
But they're not the right shoes, right?
No.
What's been your worst ever gig?
My worst ever gig tonight.
Okay, there's nobody here. Well, sure he's here.
No, okay. I don't know. My first ever gig was horrendous, obviously. Why? Because I did one of those things where you learn comedy and then you do a charity gig. There were loads of people there.
Oh, okay.
I went up and I ended up on last. So I was like, in my head, I was like, oh, why am I on last? Got in my head. And then I just went up and I just fucking fucked my first joke up. I used to do this really good thing where I talk about my name and how, like, people, because my name's Hancock, obviously people bang on about the cockpit. So I used to do a bit about that. And then it ends up with me just holding a big picture of a cock. And that went really well. And then I did a joke and I just, like, I've done that wrong. I didn't say it all wrong and I just stood there in silence. It feels like an hour, doesn't it?
It does.
Probably about 30 seconds.
I've tried so hard. But it helps you
and then I
grow.
quit. I said, I'm never doing comedy again.
Okay.
I'm done. And then my friend Lee Astle, he was like, come and do one of my... Do you know Lee? I think I saw you at his Netflix
Probably,
night.
I don't know.
And you were banging on about Terminator for like an hour.
It's Robocop.
Yeah, Robocop. That's how much it impacted on me. I loved it. It was great.
I love cyborgs, man.
Yeah, and then he was like, come and do that. And then I went and did that. And I was like, actually...
Brought him back into the room.
Yeah, I mean, going from like doing it to 50 odd people to 0 people really brings you down to earth.
Can you describe the excitement of a set going right?
Yes, I can. The feeling afterwards is great. I can never remember being on stage.
Oh, okay.
I think
you just zone out.
Yeah, like if I try and think about it, I think I just lose what I'm doing.
Okay.
So I come up and I'm like, I think that felt good. And I usually listen back and it was shit. Or I think like that was really shit. And I usually listen back and it's like, oh no, actually people were clapping, so it was good.
Good.
And then you feel like good.
And are you constantly churning out material? Are you constantly trying to write new material, or are you trying to hone like a killer 10? Oh,
yeah, well,
that they're after. Killer 20.
Killer 10, yeah.
Oh.
That's what I was doing, just writing. And then I went through a phase where every gig I went to I did something different, and then I was like, this doesn't work. You need to concentrate on something, and like hone that. And since I've been doing this, so this 10 I'm doing now, like when I saw you, that was only the third, fourth time I'd done it.
Oh, okay.
So this is all new from coming out of COVID. So I basically wrote this when I had my breakdown during COVID.
Okay.
So that's where all this has come from. So it's not like anything I was doing before. So it's quite a big change. So this is like, I'm intense on this now. I'm trying to grow this longer and longer.
Do you try to be as silly as possible?
No.
Is it semi-serious, your sets then? How much of your personality is in there? Are you trying to make a point? I've got so many questions for you.
I know. It's like some sort of question program. I like how you prepared me before and told me what the questions were going to be, so I wasn't caught off guard.
How do you tell him?
It's hard because I think some of my personality isn't there. I'm a dickhead in real life, so I'm a dickhead on stage. Okay. So I like to just take things.
He's a lovable dickhead.
Yeah.
I like to take things that are semi-real in my life, and then I think how would
Put a twist on it.
Yeah, how would they be like more fun if I was a fun person?
Okay.
And then I just made them more exaggerated.
Hopes and aspirations, have you got any for comedy?
For comedy?
Do you think it's just a hellhole, a cesspit?
Yeah, it's difficult, isn't it?
Oh my.
You know, like I used to be a child model.
Okay.
I really wanted to carry that on, but there's not many jobs for that.
What were you modelling?
Mainly baby clothes. Littlewood's Catalogue 84, wasn't I?
Oh, don't you recognise this guy? I'm going to get his goddamn, I'm going to get his signature, man. Wow.
A good story about that is they wouldn't let my mum be my mum in the catalogue because she wasn't pretty enough. She's some random woman playing my mum in it. So I wanted to do that, but then, you know, when you're 6'3" and 38, there's not many child acting model
you could
jobs available.
apply for like an adult model job, I'm guessing you could get corner that market.
If you saw me as a child, you'd see that I've really failed in life.
Man.
I've done well, but yeah. I never saw any of the money for that.
Okay, what happened to the money?
I don't know. I need to find a solicitor and find out.
Right, okay. Little Woods, pay the man!
Little
Come
man,
on,
I think it was my mum that
yeah.
stole her. I think she was bitter about not doing
Good
it.
on her. Okay, right. What keeps you going in comedy?
What keeps me going? The thrill, that feeling you're saying, like, you know, when you
Euphoria.
yeah, that's what I enjoy, and I like. It's good when people laugh.
It is,
That's
it is.
what I do. Like, I don't. Why do you drive fucking 100 miles?
I did
to do
warn him.
fucking
I
10
did warn him.
minutes?
I did warn him.
Like,
He's
you
gonna
do
be
these things, and then you come off and you're like, actually, it was all right.
Do you think it poisons the rest of your life because it's the euphoric feeling you can't really get anywhere else? I mean, I love reduced to clear sandwiches, and when I find one for 50p, I'm happy, but it's not the same buzz.
It's
What are you
not.
laughing at?
Unless you eat it in front of nobody in a restaurant. It's like, yeah, this is comedy.
It's not the same.
I don't know. I
That's
guess,
the addiction, I think.
yeah, I think it is. I've got an addictive personality as well. If it wasn't this, I'd just be in some fucking hole somewhere. Eating prescription drugs, probably.
And the reduced price sandwiches. Now, where can your fans find you
Where can they
online?
find
Where
me?
are you? What's your handle? Have you got handles on Instagram or Twitter?
Is that what it is?
This is all you're going to plug in now.
Thomas Hancock Comedy on Facebook. I don't even know. I'm shit at social
Oh,
media.
fantastic. Okay.
And I think it's old John Hancock. It's old Tom Hancock or something is my Instagram.
Oh, you're on Instagram. Are you
Yeah.
posting regularly? Are you giving any interesting stuff on there?
I've started posting on Facebook a bit more. Instagram is just
Jokes or just like general observations?
some bit of both. Mainly pictures of me. I'm a bit vain. Trying to relive those Littlewoods days, isn't I? It's just me in a pram. Oh, the fucking rattle.
Do you sit there, keep checking to see if anyone's liked your photo then, or do you just ignore it? Once you've posted it, you just sat
I want to
there?
say I ignore it, but I don't. I'm fucking
Like his
desperate.
pictures,
I'm
people.
desperate.
Like
I'm
his
desperate.
pictures. Like
Yeah,
his
Look
pictures.
at me, I don't get likes in real life.
Oh.
We all like you, Thomas.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
That's been Thomas Hancock, everybody. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Good, man. Should we do some of that? Thank you, Julie,
Yeah.
man.